we are detoxing from stress, I am going to give you the coronavirus anti-anxiety starter pack, guys. There's just 3 basic things that I want to share with you all, but really it's to help us grow, help us reset ourselves, and quite frankly, not to be so anxious. I don't know about you guys, but like lately my anxiety has been on 100, okay? Like it's been so crazy. And I'm not even like going to the grocery store during peak hours, and I'm not fighting over toilet paper, but I think just the hysteria that's coming along with this is just so toxic, and it's so easily to spread negativity at a time like this. So I just want to be able to share some things that I have been doing to combat my anxiety over all of this with you guys, because it's like we're quarantining, we don't know what's going on, the government is going to shut down, can we work from home, can we not, is there food rations, like it's just so many things going on at once. And like those small things and the hysteria out there can really trigger our own insecurities and our own internal anxieties that we may not know that we have. So I just want to share some tips with you guys to help us to relax, not stress, and to really just be the best versions of ourselves during such a critical time. So one of the really big things that's kind of been a common theme for us recently has just been like self-care all the way around. And what I would like to get into is just kind of helping us to explore more of what that self-care is. So I think that now we have the time to be fully present with like our whole self. So I would just like to encourage us to like take a moment and just feel everything that we're doing. We often rush to wake up, rush to go to bed, going to bed late, waking up early, rushing everything from showering, getting dressed, eating breakfast, like all of that. And now that we have time and we're kind of forced to slow down, like just go to bed and really just like appreciate your thread count in your sheets. And I know that sounds silly, it may be a little bougie, but just like appreciate being wrapped in warm blankets. And then like when you take a shower, like just feel how all of the water droplets kind of like touch your body, how it's coming out. Like it is such a good experience just to just be still, you know. And I know like a lot of my Cancerian friends are like, yes, we're in the house, you know, we're homebodies, and if you're an introvert too, but like feeling all of this is like really important. And then like when you have that coffee in the morning or tea, just like savor every moment, just sit there and just be fully present and see what you're feeling, see what you're thinking, see what stuff crosses your mind that you want to tackle for the day. Like just kind of be fully present with yourself, and you will be amazed how you can really get to know yourself even well into your 30s, 40s, 50s if you just take a moment and savor each and every moment. Also, I'm super big on aromatherapy. If you see, I have like tons of candles. I love candles. I have a diffuser with lavender oil that I turn on at nighttime to help me get ready for bed. And you can use like different peppermint or eucalyptus oils if you're working from home to kind of help stimulate you so that way you're awake. Lavender is really used for like relaxing and going to bed. So I would encourage you guys to use a diffuser. I have one from Amazon. I will drop the link below from my Amazon Prime Day haul, so that way you can see how to buy a diffuser, how to get it to work, and things like that. As you guys can see, I'm sitting here on my yoga mat. I absolutely love yoga. It like really, it strengthens my body, but it also like allows you to see how hard it is to be still in a moment. And I think that transcends far past the exercise. It just really gives us the opportunity of whatever we're going through in life, just to be still and see how hard it is to sit still, sort of like self-quarantining right now. And so you're just able to push past it. So if you have like any fitness goals, there's tons of apps. There's the Fit On app, there's the Nike training app, there's Beachbody's app. Like there's so many different, there's YouTube University, you know what I mean? So like Pop Sugar Fitness is probably one of my favorite YouTube channels for working out on the go. And there's so many different workouts and so many amazing people. Like I'm not promoting that, I'm not getting paid. Like this is just me, little old mud, trying to just like give you guys some tips of stuff that I do. Also reading, I have James Baldwin, The Fire Next Time. Then I have You're a Badass at Making Money. This was a wonderful gift, and I will continue to read and reread because this book will change your perception of wealth, and I think everyone should read this book. So thank you to my bestie for getting me this book. And then I'm also reading Small Doses by Amanda Seales because I love her so freaking much. All of these books I have started, none of them I have finished, but that's okay because they're all like different topics, and I guess it just really depends on what I'm in the mood for. And I've been studying super intensely, and so I don't feel like reading after I'm done studying. But you know, now is a great time to get back into some books that I have. So you guys should probably get back into some books that you have. If you need any recommendations, feel free to slide in my DMs. I love to share what I'm learning and what I'm reading with other people. I think it's wonderful and remarkable. Also, as part of our self-care routine, like I absolutely love tea, guys. Like I'm not so much of a coffee person. I have to be like dead ass tired, like oh my god, what is life right now, to be able to like drink coffee, excuse me. But tea, I absolutely love it. So like manzanilla tea, which is chamomile tea, that's really good. Then they got tilo tea, and then you can put in like different types of like peppermint tea or green tea in the morning. Like all these things like affect us. So try some different teas, and if you need any recommendations, slide in my DMs. I really find that chamomile tea or manzanilla tea really helps me with my anxiety. So it like really mellows me out. It keeps me very chill, and I don't like have to like overly stress because I'm always being pulled in so many different directions. Or like it's just like gives me a second to be like pause. And also guys, listen to your body. Please listen to your body. Like you can be going through something or so much stuff is going on and people are gonna be like, well, let's talk about it. If you don't feel like talking about it, don't do it. Like honor yourself, please, because that's the only way you can take. You have one heart, and once this heart is gone, you're dead. And the Bible says, be still and know that I am God. So while the whole world is pausing, God is still working. Remember that. Please remember that. Like it doesn't matter if you have Allah, if you think of the universe, or if you say Jehovah, or like, you know, whatever your relationship is. I respect and appreciate and welcome all religions and faith. And he's the same God every day, bringing us through so much, pouring out all these blessings. So just remember that if you ever get down. Like once you get past like step one of like the self-care and really like understanding how you're feeling, what are you going through, like just getting in tune with yourself, I think the second part of the anti-anxiety starter pack is really going to be focusing on like cleaning and organizing. So one thing for me, like if my space is cluttered, I cannot freaking think. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but like if there's a mess, like I'm like, oh my god, obsessing about the mess, and I'm just like, I have to get rid of it because like I can't function in clutter. It's like so weird, but it's not weird to me because that's just how God made me. But maybe you guys are like, nah, I can be a mess, I don't care. But me, like my brain cannot work like that. So I think now that we have extra time on our hands, we should focus on, you know, reorganizing that bookshelf or weeding out some clothes that we don't want and being able to donate them to other people in need, because you know people are getting fired, getting laid off, and they don't have the means. So like the next couple months in this economy are going to be super hard for people. Also, clean the makeup brushes, girl. You know, like we have all this stuff that we can clean out. Like it's just small things that we don't think about. Your pots and pans, if you want to get rid of them, or like old dishes. Reorganize your pantry, clean your refrigerator. Some of y'all got some nasty ass fridges, I be knowing, okay? But yeah, like it's just a time for you to clean and get organized so you can move into the next season. 2020 came in swinging blows left and right, being OD disrespectful, disrupting our whole being, and then boom, there was Mercury retrograde that like just kicked off from that as well. And so now we have like this pandemic, and it's like now we need to slow down and really focus on the things that are important to us. And I think minimalism is a good idea, even though I have like a shit ton of clothes. But I do think that weeding out stuff and giving to the less fortunate is something my mom has always instilled in me. So I will continue to pass that on to not only just my family and younger generations, but like my friends and peers and my YouTube babies as well. Also, as part of cleaning your house, I will recommend that like once you organize everything, like you sweep and you mop it, I personally love to take a little bit of agua bendita or holy water and put it in my mop water and mop up my whole house, excuse me, just to make my house feel lighter and airier. I also love to sage my house. Sometimes I'll like recite some scripture. Sometimes I won't, and I'll just pray and ask God to like help lift stuff up. If you don't believe in God, you believe in the universe, ask your universe for whatever you want. But I think that saging and mopping with holy water is something that helps to purify my space, and it just helps me to think and feel more lighter and clearer. So I think between my self-care and caring for my space, they kind of go hand in hand, at least for me. And so if you want to make your space feel lighter, if you're just feeling bogged down because like you're anxious and you don't know what's going on, I would definitely recommend those things because they work for me. If you're into crystals, maybe you find some crystals, go to like your local shop, or smudging, or you know, whatever you need to do to kind of make sure that you feel like your life is in balance for you, because what may work for me may not work for you, and I don't have the answers. It's not the end all be all, but I just want to share some things that can be helpful to others. And last but not least, on our anti-anxiety starter pack, after you have done your self-care, after you have cleaned up your space and cared for your space, the last thing is set some goals, honey. Like, you have all the time in the world now to say like, I want to do this. Or maybe there's that business that you've been thinking about, or that blog you've considered starting, or the cookbook you wanted to write. Like, there's so many creative things you can do. And I think that in times of stillness, we have the time and opportunity to be more creative. So I just think it helps, at least with my anxiety, when I'm like, okay, like I'm just stressed out, I'm tired of doing engineering nerdy work stuff, like I just want to be creative. So like I'll think of like, you know, blog posts to write, or photo shoots, or I don't know, just anything, vision boards. Like there's just so much you can do to be creative. Work on a coloring book. Like there's limitless possibilities, endless possibilities that we have. So I would just like to encourage you guys to do that. Like I know, like I just keep saying that over and over again, but like encouragement is so much needed right now. Like love in this world is needed so much right now, and I just want to give all the love that I have. Like all my friends are like, Mud, you have such a big heart, and I'm like, I know, I can't help it, and sometimes it like bites me in the butt, but it's okay. For me as a Libra, I love everything in balance. I want peace. I want everyone to love me. I want to love everybody, and I want the world to just be great. But it's not always like that. So we have to make sure that we balance everything out. I just want to share with you guys all of these things that have helped me, that continue to help me. So really set some goals. Is it a workout goal? Like you want to work out 3 to 5 times a week? Is it you want to increase your water intake? You want to get more steps in? You want to, I don't know, work on a back bend, work on a split, work on inversions in yoga or something. I don't know, whatever you want to do, you can do it in this time. Just set your goals, and one step at a time. Like I think this is the perfect time, because looking at how the world is set up and how like the service industry just kind of like shut down and people are losing jobs left and right, use this time to think of the next big thing that can really propel your career, your creativity, your job, your success, your future, your family, your like entire life and generations to come. So like I want you guys to take this time to really be the best versions of yourself. Grow as much as possible. And just understand that in this season right now where we are being still, and in this season where we have to be self-quarantined, it doesn't mean that we are just in a dark place. And I don't want people to slip in that dark place, because anxiety and depression can go hand in hand. And anybody out there who suffers from anxiety or depression, I don't want you guys to feel like you're in a dark place or that you're alone. Just realize we're being planted, not buried. Planted so we can grow and bloom and thrive and do everything amazing in this world that God has called us to do, that the universe says that you're going to do, everything that you're manifesting that you want to do. So just remember that we are being planted right now. We are being still right now, but we're going to grow into something so amazing. And I just look forward to seeing all of your creative outlets come to fruition. I most certainly do. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and my ranting and me sharing some things. Just remember, you're not alone in this. FaceTime still exists. Friendships are not canceled. Love is not canceled. Family time is not canceled. Fresh air is not canceled. Sunlight, I cannot emphasize enough, sunlight is not canceled, guys. It's not. So even though we can't do our day-to-day tasks, like get up, go to work, and rush through life, take a moment to just appreciate everything. Appreciate the plants, stop and smell the candles. Just appreciate everything, because in time, when we're back to our normal busy routines, you will wish you had this time to be still. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give me 2 thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'm sending you love and light. Namaste.